Today is Friday the 28th of November. It is Black Friday, Thanksgiving's weekend, but it's also the start of the Christmas celebrations in Costa del Sol. And we have come to the capital, Malaga, which is packed of festivity activities. Behind me, they are preparing for a zambomba. Calle Larios will be switching on the lights very soon, and we're gonna check that one out. The city is celebrating tonight. We will go into markets, we will see in the Cathedral projector lights. There's so much you cannot miss to get in festivity mood. This is how you start Christmas in Spain.
But we will not be visiting only Malaga. As you know, Costa del Sol is a linear metropolis, and each town is right next to each other. We will be visiting Benalmadena Fuengirola, Marbella and Estepona. Each town has a list of activities going on, from traditional celebrations to beautiful markets, and we'll try to capture the vibe of each activity. So stay tuned.
We're on our way to Calle Larios, and we're navigating through the streets of Malaga. Every time we navigate through the streets of Malaga, I love looking at the atmosphere, at the architecture.
I can already hear the commotion. There's lots of stuff going on. And I'm also getting hungry. Whoa, we don't have any space. Look at that. It's packed. We underestimated it. Let's go there. I think this celebration is still going on. And as you can see, lots of people behind me, they're making their way. We just have to find a good spot where we can see the festivity. But it's like 11 minutes left. So this year they have started doing different lights. For the last 2 to 3 years, they had the same lights, but this year they made some changes. The middle bit is different, so I'm really excited to see that what's it gonna look like. Really good atmosphere, everybody's dancing, everybody's happy. Let's find a good spot. I'll do the big screen at the end. Whoa, it's time now. Everybody's got their phone up. It's gonna be amazing. Last year they had the angels, but this year they've got the nativity scene on. And that goes with what we have got planned as well. Normally we only put Christmas tree, but this year we also put a nativity scene because Julian wants to bring back his childhood memories. It's gone very silent.
Ahora sí, señoras y señores, el momento único que llevamos todo el año esperando, un momento mágico y sobre todo un momento muy malagueño. Recuerden, lo único imposible es aquello que no sean capaces de soñar. Pero mira cómo ven los peces en el río. Pero mira cómo ven. Now it's Christmas time. God bless and joy your bring. Laughing out loud as we dance like there's no tomorrow. Thank you for It's Christmas. It's Christmas
I don't know, call me old or old-fashioned, but I prefer the old-fashioned music, the Feliz Navidad or Peces en el Río. This was a bit too commercialized and too modernized for my liking. We are now going to the Christmas market because we need to get a few things for the Christmas tree, a few things for the nativity scene. I think this is the busiest I've seen it. Maybe because it's the first day, it was the inauguration day of the lights, but I've never seen it so busy.
The lights have come on everywhere throughout the city and it looks absolutely gorgeous. You can tell that Christmas has arrived.
I'm looking for some figurines and some houses for the Belén or for the nativity scene, because as I mentioned before, growing up my mother always put one and it was massive with lots of buildings, and I want to recreate the same but starting small, of course. Like You can actually go crazy with the decoration. You can put real fountains, like all these buildings. Look at all that. Look at the detail. The show we went to see in Calle Larios was the inaugurative one, the first one of the year 2025. But if you miss one pass, there are a pass every 2 hours. So the first one was at 6:30, then it's at 8:30. If I'm not mistaken, then it's around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if you're coming to Malaga and you miss one, don't worry, there will be another one later on. Now we are going in another show in this beautiful city. They project a story in the facade of the cathedral. It's extremely beautiful and very Christmassy.
We will come back to Cathedral Show and also a fairy tale botanical garden in Malaga. But before that, let's see what else is happening around Costa del Sol.
We are in Marbella and we are starting in this beautiful Christmas market just behind Park Alameda. As soon as you get here, you can smell the mulled wine. And for me, a Christmas market is not complete without the mulled wine. Also, you have lots of stalls, Christmas music, a lovely atmosphere. And of course, Marbella is also packed with activities throughout the month of December. And later on, we're gonna see a very special one. Stay tuned.
I'm quite impressed because this market didn't used to be here in the years before, and Marbella, like other towns in Costa del Sol, is also picking up its game for Christmas, and I'm loving this market because it's quite spacious. It's quite nice because it brings all the people together in this square. And it creates a really good atmosphere.
I'm loving the atmosphere. I'm loving the decorations as well with all these big lights, people taking pictures. You can hear music, Christmas music from the speakers. I like what they've done this year because you can start your day in the market, the Christmas market, and then transition into Parque Alameda, which is very nicely decorated. There are a few rides for kids. And on that side, just behind the fountain, you have Marbella Town Center, where all the activities are. That's the center point. You have the nativity scene, but then you expand from here. So you can go miles and miles and just create a story.
Wow, so beautiful, and it's got so many details. I love it because the more time I spend looking at it, the more things I discover. They've made it into so much detail, and I'm quite looking forward to it as well, to make it at home, because this year, as you know, Julian is recreating his childhood memories by creating a Belen. Marbella Town Centre is beautiful regardless when you come, but during Christmas time it makes it even more beautiful because of the fairy tale kind of lighting. It makes it even more special. Wow, look at this alleyway, the one, my favorite one. So pretty. It's like I'm actually in the village of the Belen, going inside the alleyways, exploring and finding out new things.
It's less than a minute for the show to start, and this is very different to what we saw in Calle Larios in Malaga. It was completely packed, but it's getting busier and busier. We've never seen this show before. Hopefully it's very good.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año, felicidad.
That was a beautiful show, and I'm actually loving the atmosphere here in Marbella. Out of all the times we have been in Costa del Sol looking at the Christmas lights, I think Marbella has the best vibe, or the most people. And wow, oh, look at what they've done here. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, yes, this year I can honestly say they stepped up. Like previous years it was good, but every year just gets better and better. I love this like arch with this thing. Do you think we can do that in our terrace? It's beautiful. I just have no words, sorry, it's just that I'm just admiring the view and it's beautiful. That restaurant over there is very nicely decorated, isn't it? Is that for Christmas or throughout the year?
If you're in the town centre, just 10 minutes walk from the Plaza Naranjos, you will come to this place where neighbours have put up together and made the street look absolutely gorgeous and very Christmassy. Let me show you. Look at that. Oh, this is the most Christmassy street in Costa del Sol. Definitely, the whole street is like a Christmas tree. Three Kings. And you have Grinch as well. Julian, you are there sitting there.
That's you.
It looks like you as well. We are in Fuengirola and we have come to Plaza Xiaomi. They are giving away free churros and we have driven all the way from Marbella to eat churros. Not really, but there's something going on, I'll show you here. This is from the stand where they're giving the free churros. And behind that is like La Zambomba or something going on. Ooh, that's a queue for churros. Look at that. Just behind me, they're doing the singing. It feels like La Zambomba, but no, it's the Malaga version. Have a look. This is so good. I'm really loving it because it's like the local community of this area only of Fuengirola. They have come together to create this event. It's so beautiful, so traditional, and it's like they're keeping the tradition. A lot of times we think that Costa del Sol especially is losing its authentic Spanish charm, but these kind of events is keeping it alive. And I've got Julian somewhere there, nearly in front of the queue to get us churros over here. Hey, we got it. Yay! Churros! Free churros! Hey, try it.
I eat churros.
Ooh, sounds very crunchy. Really good.
We are going to Plaza Constitución. Previous years we have come here. It was one of my favorite ones. So hopefully this year is the same way. It's feeling Christmassy for me with the nativity scene, the church, the lights. Wow, it's not busy today at all. Actually, I prefer that so you can actually look properly. Oh, look at this. Oh. Oh. I'm really struggling this year to find the figurines, haven't I? Oh. It is a very small market. It's probably about 15 stalls, but it's just a setting. I really like it because it's in Plaza Constitución in Fuengirola. Over there you have the promenade. Over there, about 10-minute walk, you have the train station. So it's about 10-minute walk from the train station. But I just like the setting with the church and all the lights.
Okay, there's some good vibe here. We've been walking around Fuengirola throughout the promenade and inner Fuengirola as well, but we've not seen many people. It's like very sleepy, and the lights are there, but not many people. The vibe is not there, apart from this place. But it's 2nd of December, Tuesday evening, and it's just past nearly 10 o'clock, so I can expect that it's not very busy because tomorrow is a working day. Next weekend, however, is a bridge weekend in Spain, which is a bank holiday. And I think that's when everybody will start going out and they start doing the Christmas parties and bombas, and everything will be lining up. I remember being here within these streets a couple of years ago, and it was packed. There was no place to walk around. There is vibe here. It's lovely, beautiful. The restaurants have been decorated very nicely. We are now in Plaza España, and last year they decorated it differently, but this is amazing as well. I'm just surprised, like I said before, there are not many people here, but wow, the closer you get, it gets even more beautiful.
We are in Estepona, Plaza de las Flores, and this is our local area. Estepona holds a very special place in our hearts. We love it, and every time we have friends and family coming over to visit us, we always take them here, and they always say the same. It's a beautiful town. People normally come here for the summer holidays to go to the beach, enjoy a good sangria, tinto de verano, but in my opinion, I don't think they should ignore Estepona for the Christmas holidays, because it's extremely beautiful and the weather's not that bad, especially during the daytime. You can go for a nice stroll on the beach and Paseo Marítimo. But Estepona is also packed with activities like other towns in Costa del Sol, and tonight there is a special one going on, but we're gonna go there later. First of all, we're gonna walk in the streets of Estepona and see the vibe. We are starting with the high street of Estepona, and straight away, look at this. It's really good, I love it. It reminds me of like a smaller version of what you see at Regent Street in London. But similar, reminds me of that, but on a much smaller scale. I love how it's going all the way through the high street, and it's giving you a very magical atmosphere, but it's also telling you this is not the end, continue. Enjoy the time with your friends and family. Oh. Actually, it goes on and on, it's like don't stop.
It is absolutely beautiful, and definitely my favorite part of Christmas lights in Estepona, and second favorite part in all of Costa del Sol after Calle Larios. And Estepona is actually making efforts each year. More and more Christmas lights, more and more functions are prepared, because when we moved here, it wasn't as great, it wasn't as much light and functions, but now as the population is growing, you might not know, but Estepona is third or second fastest growing city in the whole of Spain. And as the population is growing, they're creating more functions, they're creating more activities, and right in front I can see a Christmas tree, so let's check that square out as well. Ooh, it's quite nice because they've got buggies there as well, so it keeps going. And it's not just these lights, there are more lights and things, little things dotted around the corners. It's nice. Yeah, definitely Estepona is picking up and improving its game. It does feel like very Christmassy now, because there's so many things going on in the town that it brings you in the spirit. I mean, if you come here in the daytime, it's about 18, 19 degrees and you don't feel it. But right now, it drops down to 10 degrees at the moment, and you do feel like the Christmas feel. You do feel like it's winter and it's Christmas. Beautiful.
The culture of Spain revolves about being outdoors. We love being in terraces, going for long walks, meeting friends and family. But what happens in the winter when it gets cold? Well, the cities, they decorate the places like this one, for example. I mean, if you live here, wouldn't you go for a walk just to admire the city lights? And if you have kids, for the first time in Estepona, not far from the fairground, they put up a mini winter wonderland. I can hear the music and it's getting me in the mood of Christmas. Let's go and check it out. Even for the parents, you can have something to eat, something to drink. I can see a nice rink. I can see the bumpy cars. It's really good.
It's not very big, but at least it gets you into winter mood because they've got this slide. It's got very wintry feeling, and also they have a ice rink, which you definitely never get in Estepona, Marbella area. Again, it's for the kids, so don't get too excited. But for the little ones, it gives you that kind of winter feeling. And also the prices are not that bad. All these rides, they're like €4, €2 like. We are now in Arroyo de la Miel in Benalmadena, and they have a Christmas market in Avenida de la Constitución. And we are just arrived, and we're going to look for the market. Hopefully it's open, because Julian really wants to get some figurines.
We have arrived. This is our very first time here. Okay. Oh, I like that. So that's the cultural house, or Casa de la Cultura. So just opposite that, you have this market. I was expecting a bit more Christmas stalls, like for figurines, for Christmas trees, for nativity scene. It's mainly like any sort of products that you can buy, kind of multiple products. Oh, this is nice. Ooh. This street is actually living up to my expectation. It's very beautiful. A bit quiet. For a weekdays, obviously normal, expected, but in terms of how Christmassy it feels, apart from the lights, obviously, which makes it look very Christmassy, the actual stalls, in my opinion, not very Christmassy. Well, let's go under the tree. Under the tree. Oh. Oh, look at that.
Let's head back to Malaga for the amazing cathedral show and the fairy tale botanical gardens. But you must be wondering, has Julian been successful in making a nativity scene at home or not? Let's find out.
Welcome to Casa Pakspan. Throughout the video, I've been telling you I've been looking for figurines because for the first time I want to do a nativity scene. But first of all, I want to show you the Christmas tree. We have changed the color theme this year. We normally go for red and white, but this year Aslam said let's go for champagne and white just to mimic some trees we have seen in Marbella, for example. And I think it actually looks quite good. But this is a more international tradition. This is the true Spanish tradition. And I managed to find the figurines, unfortunately not in the Christmas markets. I had to go to Corte Inglés and Carrefour, believe it or not, to find them. My mother's is a lot larger than this one, but for the first time, it's not that bad, is it? The three wise men coming because it's not the 6th of January yet. They arrive on the 6th of January. And then you have the fountain here. I found that in Malaga market actually with real water. Then this house, the fire, people eating by the fire, and this is the center point. This is the nativity scene, and then you expand from that.
Thank you so much for watching, and we hope this has lifted your spirits. And if you're coming to Costa del Sol for Christmas time, or if you're living here, we hope this video has given you ideas of where to go and what to see. We wish you a very Merry Christmas, and next week we will see you from another great location. Hasta luego!